Howdy folks, welcome to today's video. Today I am going to be talking about the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride and what it means to me. So I thought I'd take you on a journey through my ride. I did a bit of a lap around Bilpin, went down to Lithgow, and back up through the Blue Mountains to Mount Victoria, Katoomba, Wentworth Falls, and so on. So I received a letter from the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride, and I thought I'd read it to you because there are so many important things in here. This letter is addressed to everyone who takes part in the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride, so it's not addressed directly to me, but it says, "Dear Distinguished Gentlefolk, what a year it has been. Now more than ever, it is important that we ride for the physical and mental well-being of men in our lives. This year is all about staying connected in spirit and riding solo. On behalf of both the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride, DGR, and Movember, we wanted to say a heartfelt thank you for the support of the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride and congratulate you on your fundraising so far. In recognition of your impactful contribution to men's health, we are proud to present you with a DGR 2020 commemorative fundraising patch, and it is a gorgeous patch. Together we have been able to invest an incredible Australian $21.5 million towards prostate cancer research, men's health initiatives since 2016. It is with your support, and I'd like to say with the support of my friends who supported me, that we have been able to ensure that men all over the world are living happier, healthier, and longer lives. Movember has already funded over 1,200 men's health projects with a unique focus on global collaboration. This year we saw the creation of a brand new 1.15 million Australian dollars go towards DGR Social Connections Challenge to help tackle social isolation and poor mental health within the motorcycle community specifically. We are also finalising a new multi-million-dollar program to help the first responders and military veterans in our communities. Dapper gentlefolk all over the world are powerfully contributing towards Movember's 2030 goals. These are the goals that Movember and the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride have by 2030. To reduce male suicide rates by 25%, to halve the number of men dying from prostate cancer, and halve the number of men experiencing serious ongoing mental and physical side effects of prostate cancer treatment. Please do continue the incredible fundraising for such a worthy cause, and you know what, I will. We hope you'll wear your patch with pride in the knowledge that you have helped change the face of men's health. Ride dapper and thank you." That is the letter that I received, and like I said, now that letter isn't a personal letter, but it's definitely personal to me. I also received a beautiful little flyer from them with my patch, and it said United for Men's Health, and I want to read the contents of this because this really explains what the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride is about. Clinical Quality Registries. To Truanth Global Registry, the large-scale population studies gathered data from tens of thousands of men with prostate cancer. This information builds understanding that is crucial to improving how clinicians and hospitals treat patients, thereby improving the outcomes and the quality of life. The Prostate Cancer Outcomes Registry, New Zealand. We're aiming to capture data from 90% of newly diagnosed prostate cancer cases in New Zealand. Clinicians and hospitals contributing data to the registry receive regular feedback to their patients' health outcomes and how these outcomes compare to those of other men with similar types of prostate cancer. The International Registry for Men with Advanced Prostate Cancer, Ironman. This is a disease that plagues all men all around the world, and if we can understand that better, to try to help them better, to help their families deal with it better, then that's an incredible opportunity. This is a collaboration on a worldwide scale. You're trying to ask whole countries to ask the same question in the same way. These are countries that speak different languages and have different cultures, and many of them have different healthcare systems, and they have different access to new medications. That's why this is unprecedented, because a global movement like this is virtually impossible to pull off, and yet Iron Man is doing it. That was from Elizabeth Heath, medical oncologist, Karmanos Cancer Institute. Men's health and suicide prevention. Projects for veterans and first responders. Suicide prevention and early intervention of projects specifically designed for the military, veterans and first responders are to be funded with the support of DGR funds across 5 countries. This includes Australia, Canada, New Zealand, Ireland and the United Kingdom. The first phase is to conduct a comprehensive research and design phase to ensure that selected interventions target appropriate gaps in existing provisions, complement other existing programs, and are truly meeting the needs of this important population. The Making Connections program is a program that is changing the paradigm in mental well-being for men and young boys across the United States, with 16 communities and a growing network of interested thought leaders. Making Connections initiative focuses on identifying and developing innovative approaches to improving men's mental health and well-being. Key aspects of this initiative are building site-to-site learning through a community of practice and sharing learning broadly in ways that contribute to shifts in dialogue, practicing the paradigm that advances a gendered approach to mental well-being. That's from Jason McQueenie, member of the Connecticut Air National Guard for 19 years, a volunteer and participant in the Resilience Grown Here project, part of Making Connections program. And finally, we return to prostate cancer. And the biomedical research, which is the National Biomedical Research Canada, National Biomedical Research Australia, and PCF Challenge Award United States of America. The focus of this study is to identify clinical endpoints that reliably predict the overall survival of men with metastatic, hormone-sensitive prostate cancer. This can be used to speed clinical trials. That is Susan Halabi, Professor of Biostatics and Bioinformatics at the Duke Cancer and Duke University. And also Chris Sweeney, Professor of Harvard Medical School. True North Digital Health. True North is the most significant global investment yet to improve the quality of life for men with prostate cancer and their families. The digital component of the program is a revolutionary new global initiative that will help men living with prostate cancer to access reliable information, resources that support and enhance the quality of their life. And this includes treatment information, lifestyle advice, decision support, and symptom tracking tools, peer-to-peer support with other prostate cancer survivors, and easier access to healthcare professionals. We wanted to develop a program that has access to reach so that people who live outside of major urban centres have similar access of care to those within major centres do. That is Dr. Andrew Matthew, Senior Psychologist, the Princess Margaret Cancer Centre. You know, on a global state of men's health, men die on average 6 years earlier than women, and for largely preventable reasons. More than 9.9 million men are estimated to be living with or beyond prostate cancer globally. 1 man dies every minute by suicide. These are the statistics that were in the brochure that I just read out to you. These were the statistics provided to me by the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride in Movember. Now, all of these things are a risk to all us men, and that doesn't exclude women. However, what we do find is that women generally get checked up. They don't hesitate going to the doctor, whereas men, stereotypically, and myself included, I am guilty of this just as much as the next guy, we do not go to the doctors to get checked up regularly. And what this project is about is to make us aware of this and make us understand that it is okay to go see a doctor, even if it's just for a checkup. The idea of finding the early signs of prostate cancer or perhaps suffering from depression or other mental illnesses can be picked up earlier and responded to earlier, thus making us more resilient and easier to find treatment, as well as improving our lives. When I had my motorcycle accident in 2002, I didn't realize, but for years following that, I suffered through a great deal of depression. It wasn't until I was watching an episode of 60 Minutes where men were confessing and talking about their depression that I realized that I was one of them. So this area in my life is very sensitive and specific, and that is one of the main reasons I support the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. I want to thank everyone for taking the time to watch this video and to listen to my conversation I have with you, not only about what the Distinguished Gentleman Ride stands for to me, but how I can help. And with your help and your support and the amazing support that all of you have shown me this year, I've been able to raise a tremendous amount of funding and a tremendous amount of awareness. And I look forward and I hope that the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride in 2021 is going to be a significantly bigger, more prosperous and more successful ride than ever before. I'm hoping to, for the first time ever, break my $2,000 goal limit, and here's where I'd like to just say thank you all for getting me as close as I could to that limit, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thanks everyone.